Welcome! Today I want to present you the third pillar of organizational mastery. As you can see, the pillar is called continuous improvement. In this pillar, I want to provide you a really great tool for you as an executive leader or founder or board member to really help you to improve your organization. When you follow the previous two pillars, the implementation of OKRs and the implementation of moving your company from projects to products, a lot of conflict will arise. These are very disruptive things that you want to do in your company, and a lot of political things will arise. So you want to have a proper tool in place to help you to manage this. This tool is called Organizational Impediment Board, and it's a tool that I have been implementing for several years before in companies where I was working, and now recommending to my customers this tool. This tool is very powerful because, from my point of view, this is a way to connect the really executive people to the guys that do the work, the team level people, okay? And when you do this, you kind of create a coalition between leaders and the operators, right? The guys that really deliver the actual work. And in this case, most of our companies, software developers, so the guys on the team level. And I want to explain what this tool is about. So the Organization Impediment Board is nothing more than a simple Kanban board. It's a tool or a board that I recommend to have it visible, so not in any virtual format, visible board, and you put this board in the most public section of your company. So place a corridor, a wall, where you have a lot of visibility, because you want to create an open culture, creating a culture that everyone is open to raise the challenge that you have in your organization. So, and you put this board, you have several columns, and I will explain what the columns are. So, first column is the hypothesis. So, every challenge, every problem that your company face, that the teams face, they can raise those problems as an issues, and we want to create a positive impact on it. So, we want to create the problem as an hypothesis, and I will explain it soon. As every hypothesis, you want to have different options, right? Because everything that you want to do in your organization, it will have an impact and you will have a cost. So you want to choose and brainstorm different options, see in which rank they will be, and you want to, of course, select options that have huge impact and the cost of implementation is very low, okay? When you select the option that you want to do it, you move it to selected, to the column of selected, and you can wait, you can leave it there in case there is already a lot of experiments ongoing here, okay? I recommend to have no more than 3 to 4 experiments at the same time working on the organization, because if you have too many working and being implementing at the same time, it's too much and nothing gets done. So I really recommend to tackle 1, 2, 3 maximum at a time. Then, when they are ongoing and they are done, you move it to under revision. And then you see under revision is the time where you see if the changes are taking place, if something improved on the organization or not. And yes, if the things are done, then you move it to done and you check it, and that's the way you go. If you took a look and then under revision and you say that did not really took any impact or it did not change the organization, and you can go and try to take another option because that option did not work. A normal hypothesis that I can share with you could be, for example, I worked with a customer a couple of years ago. It was very interesting. It was a really, really big organization. And we as a consultants could not print anything, right? So we did not have the rights to print. So every time we wanted to print something, we were asking our colleagues, internal colleagues, to print something. And what had happened was that every time we wanted to print, we need to disrupt my colleagues or our colleagues. So we started to calculate the cost of the interruption. And remember, this was a 2,000 engineer organization. It was massive, massive, massive. So we hypothesized by changing the policies to allow externals to print our reports and print our documents would save around 100,000 euros in savings. Right? So we would save 100K per month to the company because we would not disrupt anymore our colleagues. And there was a lot of consultants in the company. There was a lot of people being disrupted. And you know, when we disrupt people, it takes always 1-2 hours until they come back to the work. So we calculate the salaries, we calculate the time that they spent, and we reached the conclusion that we were kind of able to save 100,000 euros per month to the company. It's massive. And now you think about it, but that's nothing special. It would be very easy. You don't need a board. Yes, but the problem is when we asked the managers, middle managers, they told us, no, this is a policy. It cannot be done at all. So when we raised this issue to the organizational pediment board, the CIO was present into that board and that committee. And basically with one simple meeting, he was able to trigger an email to change the policy and had the power to change the entire company policy and was able to really give an order so that we as an externals could print out our documents. And that basically in a couple of weeks were working. In a couple of weeks we were able to start saving a lot of money to the organization. Now I wanted to explain you how you can set up this. So I told you about the format, I told you about the board, but you will think, how does it work? So it's not complicated at all. What I recommend is you need to get a couple of board members into this meeting. So you need to be C-level executives because you want to make sure that problems like these ones, like I mentioned, the printer, they will not be hidden under the political crap of your organization. So you want to have an executive guy on that meeting. You want to have middle managers, the guys that are actually lean managers that are there to help you to become a really lean and agile company. And you want to have the people that actually do the software development, Scrum Masters, product owner, or even developers. And what you do is you come together every 2 weeks and you start to see all the new problems, all the new hypotheses that are coming to the board. You select the ones that are interesting to tackle next, you generate the options, and you follow the process that I already mentioned before. If you do that, I can guarantee you that you will have always a new feed of improvements coming to the board. You as a leader can start to have the visibility of what's going on in your organization and have the power and the collaboration to really start to create a company that is lean, effective, and efficient that will really drive in these challenging times. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you want to know more, just browse the book and the book will have all the information that I explained here in a much more detailed level. If you want to know a little bit about your leadership style and if you will succeed as a digital leader in our digital era, just go to www.organizationalmastery.com/scorecard and take the scorecard. They will measure your leadership style in the entire blueprint that I presented before. Or last but not least, if you want to know more about our academy, we are putting up and running a digital leadership Accelerator Academy where you can get all the skills to learn everything that you need in order to build a fantastic digital product organization in the digital era. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed.